warping the loom, that first step where we prepare it, I thought I'm going to need a way to affix the initial thread. And so I've got these little stickers that I thought we can use to pin down the
That's
end.
a great idea.
Right. So I'm going to start by taking the end of the yarn and putting it through this first tooth on our loom. And I'm going to affix it with the sticker.
All right.
And so put it down just like that. So I've got it just kind of affixed so it will hold fast there.
Right.
And then I am going to begin wrapping around. Make sure that I'm doing this right, Kim. Does that look right? I'm going
getting the shadow, which is nice. So I was like, what? How did she do that?
I'm going from the bottom and wrapping up to the top.
Now, one thing you're going to want to try to do is not pull it so tight that the cardboard bows.
Okay, good. All right, so maybe unwind the yarn a little bit so you're not kind of pulling on the yarn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep it a little loose. And you're also going to want room for your fingers to go through.
Oh, true. Okay, I see. So looser on the warp. Don't warp your loom.
Don't warp your
warp.
Yeah, right. I mean, when you've got a sturdier loom, you do want it to be fairly taut.
Okay.
To hold things in place. But in this case, we've got to kind of find the right balance between taut enough to hold the yarn in place, but loose enough to not bend the cardboard. Looks beautiful.
It's a pretty. I love this color. And the yarn feels good just running through my fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something really
so tactile
about that. It is.
It's so tactile, and it's so satisfying to be touching colors.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I have created a yarn loop in each of the teeth of the loom, and I am now at the back side. Do I trim or do I keep it and just affix our next sticker?
Just affix it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put our next sticker down. Well, it's not coming out very well, so we're just going to leave its little tail too. Okay. So now we have two affixed, and we have our loom that's been completely, our warp is now complete. And now it's time for us to begin weaving. Okay. So I'm going to start with our mustard colored yarn because I think that and the gray is my favorite combo. And I'm just going to thread through the eye of the needle here. Well, easier said than done.
You can lick it.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, that would definitely keep the fibers kind of affixed. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tail because I am notorious for pulling out the ends of my thing. All right.
And you may also want to tie that onto one of the back strings. Or use another sticker.
Okay. We might have that sticker using multiple things. So now, do you begin under or over?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just as long as you're consistent.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be threading in a pattern that is where I'm starting under, over, under, over. And we're just going to use the needle to get underneath the warp. And we're going to do that all the way across. And this is going to be our very first line of weaving. And when you get to the end, you just pull it through.
We're just going to keep doing this pattern, and we'll make a block of 7 picks of this golden color.
You won't do 7. Why not?
Oh, because that would leave us with an uneven row. We have to do an even number for it to be. So we'll do 8.
8 picks.
And then we're going to change colors so that I'm doing what's called a block pattern. So I'm going to have 8 rows of the yellow, and then I'm going to switch to this blue color.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to use this because we've decided we don't like this one, but if I had a different color, I could use that as well. And
use the charcoal again.
I'll use the charcoal. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to get to work on this, and I will come back when it's done. So
I love it. Way to kind of get it to where I can see you. Oh.
now,
Wow.
it's so pretty. I love the colors. Now, I have questions because I clearly did a cinched waist situation.
That's right.
Is that pulled too tight? Is that what causes that? Do you have to just keep kind of pulling it out?
It's called draw in.
Okay.
And it happens on tapestry weaving especially.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard not to make things keep getting smaller and smaller. What's interesting is that you corrected and went back out again. Never seen before. Good on you.
It's a reconstructive surgery.
It's play. So anyway, the point is that's really common. I mean, all weavers deal with drawing, whether you're on a floor loom or a tapestry loom. Okay. And it's just a matter of, I mean, obviously it's how tight you're pulling it, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the instinct is to kind of keep tightening, keep pulling.
Yeah, cinching it in.
But you know, gradually, the more you do it, the less you have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm. But it turned out so beautiful.
It's kind of full of fat.
We think it looks sort of like a tube sock. Yeah. But Erica's right. This would be.
I'm gonna come up with a better backstory.
Fair enough. Erica's right. It would be pretty to have a little succulent sitting on this on the table. It sort of looks deserty. And look at how pretty the back stayed despite our cinching.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you weren't pulling on those. Those heads. Yeah. So you could even. Well, no, I guess you couldn't do that. Never mind. I was thinking you could cut the cardboard like that, but you couldn't because then
you'd lose.
Your back, the back would be showing. Yeah. That's awesome.
It's pretty.
Wasn't it fun?
It was so fun. It truly is a meditative process. Yeah.
And you have to love the texture and the feel and.
Yeah, so fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay for weaving.